Township Committee meeting, special meeting, July 7th, 2014. Roll call.
Bayless.
Bayless. Yes. Miliani.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Valari.
Here.
Soriano.
Here.
Adequate notice of this meeting was given in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act by sending a notice of the Township Committee to the Express Times and North Star Ledger newspaper, posting a copy on the Township Bulletin Board, and filing a copy with the Township Clerk. All rise for the flag salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, can I have a motion to go into executive session to discuss pending litigation COA, litigation with the Board of Education, and potential litigation against Dan Perez?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Bailey.
Yes.
Miliani.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Valari.
Yes.
Soriano.
Yes. What's the other,
I have to take that phone.
Jim, are we tabling chapter? Is that going to be tabled on the agenda?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to table that, right? I'm going to table both. Okay, so can I have a motion to come out of executive session?
Make the motion.
Second. You want to do roll call or all in favor?
All in
favor, Aye. Okay, can I have a motion authorizing township attorney and township...
Wait. Did the public come?
The door's open, right?
The door's open, don't leave in the hall.
Can I have a motion, please, authorizing township attorney and township auditor to proceed with respect to a potential litigation against Dan Perez, consistent with the terms discussed in executive session?
I'll make the motion.
I will second.
Roll call.
Bailey.
No.
Adams.
Yes.
Valari.
Yes.
Miliani.
Yes.
Soriano.
Yes. And can I have a motion authorizing John Drill to proceed with respect to COA litigation consistent with the terms discussed in executive session?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Comment. Roll call.
Bailey.
Yes.
Miliani.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Valari.
Yes.
Soriano.
Yes. And finally, can I have a motion authorizing township attorney to proceed with respect to Board of Education litigation consistent with the terms discussed in executive session?
Make the motion.
Okay. Comment? Roll call.
Bailey.
Yes.
Miliani.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Valari.
Yes.
Soriano.
Yes. And we're going to table award of contract office furniture. We're going to table technology update award of contract Jewel. We are going to now discuss, or I guess I received an email from Tim Gale of the Environmental Commission resigning, so I accept his resignation with regret. Tim has done a wonderful job with the Environmental Commission and still does so with respect to service on our Land Use Board, and fortunately he will continue in that capacity.
Agreed.
And can we, I guess, have Jim, there's been a nomination for Charlie Stavali to fill that spot.
Hey, wait a minute. Tim Gale was a land use board person and an environmental
We got
person for a
this.
reason. Okay.
We got that covered. We got that covered.
Yeah, so I'll make the motion to appoint Charlie Stavali to the Environmental Commission. He's currently a member for the last, I believe, 4 to 6 years on that commission.
I will, okay, Elaine
I'll
will
make the
second it. Comment, roll call.
Bailey.
Yes.
Miliani.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Valari.
Yes.
Soriano.
Yes. Finally, before we get to Community Day, Jim, do you want to address the invoice issue, whether it's calling Lorraine or before I make a motion to for payment?
For this bill list?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would have to have a sidebar with Lorraine and figure this out. but if you, for sake, what would you like me to do? You want me to do, I can peel off and do that, or
Well, right
you
now,
simply have a motion to approve a couple of these things?
well, right now, I have Carrigan Design, the 2 payroll accounts, and Mariziti Falcon, which totals $157,198.33.
And the wrongful check, 95001.
And, okay, so let me just add 95001, which is 8, is 4, is 8, is 158, 148.34. Is there anything else? Okay,
No, that's it.
that's it? Okay. So can I have a motion for the payment of bill in the amount of $158,148.34, specifically Carrigan Design, payroll for 7/2/14, payroll for 6/20/14, Mariziti and Falcon, and for a refund for wrongful check for the 95001.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Comment. Roll call.
Bailey?
Yes.
Miliani?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Freeland?
Yes. Resolution hardship waiver, 129 Revere Road, what does that have to do with?
John Drill?
That's
the John Drill one.
Good last meeting, and then we added it.
All the way to the back. All the way to the back, the last one.
It's about waiving the amount of money the folks need to own their co-home.
Oh, okay, is there a formal resolution?
Yeah, which is at the very end of the back, not that, it's the loose.
Okay, can I have a motion adopting resolution 2014-50, a hardship waiver for 129 Revere Road?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Comment. Roll call.
Bailey?
Yes.
Miliani?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Freeland?
Yes. Okay, finally, Community Day discussion. I don't see it here. Angelo sent a spreadsheet
Spreadsheet on there,
earlier today.
Did you print it out?
Angela's spreadsheet.
Let me get it, let me bring it up. so you
Yeah,
can-
I think we need that.
You want that right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be great.
Now, other than the spreadsheet, a couple of issues that we had difficulty with last year, which we need to address this year, is the health,
Yeah, Board of Health.
the booths, the people who were cooking this last year. We had a lot of problems.
Potable water.
Yeah,
Potable
they
water.
actually came out and did an inspection, and fortunately, we didn't get fined or anything, but
We took care of it the year before.
We had
Right.
everything.
No, we did have it prior.
yeah, we really need to get these people to fill out those forms. We need to inform them and make sure they get them back.
What do we make a packet that, for the rent, when they come to rent their thing, that they have to do that as part of their packet?
Yeah.
Complete the packet and you don't get a table.
Right, yeah, that's super important. The other thing was, the American Legion, they're really not insured. I know that, the Board of Ed had more stringent insurance regulations than we do, which really, our regulations should be the same as the Board of Ed, as far as alcohol and everything. I don't see why we shouldn't have some stringent, regulations as they do.
I don't know what you're referring to, that specifically.
Well,
Because they have no drinking on school property.
Right.
Those.
So we're not doing it there.
We're not doing it there.
we're not doing it there, but, I mean, why is it allowed here and not there? I mean, don't we have the same liability volunteers?
No, the school has a different coverage.
School is in a different.
School has it's a different
area.
entity, has different coverages.
But we can
could.
we can verify.
We do restrict the children from going in there. We do that. That's cordoned off, and that was what we've been doing for years. And I thought that's how it was at the...
And a microscope.
Well, I just want to make sure that, we're not running it, we don't run into any problems with that.
There's an ordinance on the books
Do you need
about
those?
alcohol beverages.
because they were going to try to get a better policy,
Well,
and they
have
had,
just what-
and they couldn't afford to do it. So, they still have a policy which, I think is not really what they really need, but they can't afford anything better. So,
Lorraine has this too?
I don't know.
Does Lorraine have this too?
It's just
They
been on
have
today.
this too?
It's on today. It was sent out today.
Okay, so Lorraine.
What's the source of all these numbers?
okay, if you look, it's revenue. Now, of course, last year, we had budgeted $10,000 from the town. Obviously, that's not there anymore. The revenue is basically the donations from whatever organization that you see on the left, Ferrioli, ShopRite, Honda, S&P Corporation, Applebee's, Rafts. So those are the revenues. Expenses, these are people that we hired, like Trenton Fife and Drum. David Rose was someone who,
Have all of the
individual.
anticipated expenses come in?
excuse me?
All the anticipated expenses?
Yeah, and a lot of these are people that we wouldn't have this year, like the Trenton Fife and Drum we wouldn't have this year.
There's a lot of people.
So, I mean, fireworks, obviously, we're probably not going to have this year. A mobile generator, we're not going to have this year. Have expenses and anticipated expenses, basically, those are just things that, basically the same types of things. Kids' rides, so police, you just have to look at these things and see what are the things that we are actually going to have this year. Magic show, additional bands, arts and craft, some of these things you're going to need, some of these things you're not going to need. So you can just look at these things and just dissect it and just see which of these things you're actually going to need. The revenue, some of these people are people that you normally would have as donators. Others, well, for instance, Bristol Myers Squibb, you're not going to have them because they only donate for specific things like, we had that prescription program, so, they're not going to donate. But Red Cross would probably donate because they donate all the time.
I don't see DPW on here. What's for
Yeah,
DPW?
costs. There's no labor or
There's no labor on
police.
this at all.
No, I know, because this is showing the cost of $29,000, and I've had conversations offline, nothing official, but it's been suggested to me that last year it cost in excess of $40,000 for that one-day event, and this is not even showing $30,000.
That's why Lorraine
Well, that's
has
why there's no
to-
labor, though.
What is the purpose of what are we looking at this for? Is this
We want to see what
P&L from last year, or?
This is-
Right, we're
this
gonna
is what
look
I
at
Or is it
stuff
what we're
and-
doing for this year?
For this year, because we don't have the funds in,
Yeah.
so we're just looking to see where we could,
Cover that.
what we can put together by way of donations to support a
Okay.
community day.
Looking forward.
That's totally funded by the private sector. So, and I would think we would start with this list here.
Yeah, and just strike the ones that we know.
Our old books too, because our old books have more donors than this. Right, Kim?
Do you have a list of
Our
that?
old Community Day books.
I don't know.
I might want one.
Because what I'd like to have done for the next meeting, if possible, is to have identified all those folks. Yeah, and then we can start with an outreach.
Next township meeting?
And then get a pledge so that we can come up with a total budget. And then once we have that number, then we can work in terms of planning how we're gonna
I'm gonna do it.
do it. Not to exceed those donated
Got
funds.
it.
So,
This is a good starting point.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
No, thanks for the list, it's good, it's
Thank
good
you.
strong.
And
Once we can
just
start
give you an
crossing
idea
things
of
off.
what,
But can you definitely have Lorraine take a look at this and kind of like,
Yeah, I'll email this to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, and then have it circulate to
And
everybody.
then Jim
Okay.
can get the information, from Lawrence.
Anything else that we need to discuss as a preliminary matter for this?
No?
No, I'm working with Bob and Lorraine.
Okay, all right.
What's the date that we set for this?
September
Oh,
20th.
September 20th.
September 20th?
Yep.
If you, basically, we need to decide if you're gonna go for donations, what are they gonna be, what type of advertising are they gonna have?
Right, remember
We're
when
gonna
sort
go
of
back
winged
to
it a little bit?
maybe go back to the book, and they congratulate whoever's chosen as the, and then that's the only way that we can really accept the donation anyway, by, not so much, it's more of a congratulations to the township on the community day, and that's what's happened in the past.
And, we're gonna have to decide, how is this book gonna be distributed? Is it gonna go to every household?
We
Because-
mailed it,
Hmm,
we mailed it,
All right, so if it's gonna be mailed,
and we would have to start looking at it anyway. That's July.
Yeah, that's why I said for our next meeting, we're gonna have that.
Well, did we mail the pamphlet, or did we do it through, we did it through...
well, the year
Greenwich
before it
Gazette,
wasn't mailed.
You
And then
put it
handed out
in the
pamphlets
Gazette.
when they were here.
You put a form in the Gazette, I think.
We did a form in the Gazette, we did, which, we have to get done by the 20th. Let me work out a schedule and I'll send it to everybody.
Yeah, because if we approach people, we have to tell them what they're buying, what they're gonna get, and how it's gonna be distributed. Especially, somebody like that Hyundai dealer.
Little different this year, we're gonna be indicating to them that we're moving to a privately funded community day, and asking them to be a sponsor and to helping us have that event, and I think that's, primarily what the message is gonna be.
Yeah, but they'll wanna know that their name is gonna get out there.
Yeah, sure.
Out there doing it for the advertising, fair enough. Anything else? Motion to adjourn? Oh, I'm sorry, public comment. Motion open up for public comment?
Make the motion.
Second.
Anybody wishing to make public comment, please come up.
Aye.
Agenda.
No, not at the end.
Pauline, 417 North Main Street. I would like to comment on the accusations on Dan Perez's honesty regarding the question. Dan is an honest man. The mere thought that he misused funds is unthinkable. His efforts in raising funds for the children of this community are well known. The current auditor seems to like to stir the pot without getting all the facts. His accusations on the previous auditor were almost libelous, in my opinion, yet their firm is well respected in a lot of communities that are still employed by them. One of the real fights that Greenwood should be participating in is the abolishment of COA. I don't know if that's what you were discussing in the back there, but working with the Christie administration in abolishing the COA, which is hindering the rateable from moving into this community. The misuse of COA homes in our community, one drives through the affordable housing community in Greenwich, and you'll see high-end automobiles such as Cadillacs and Lincolns. Needs to be addressed. First, we were outside, so we don't know what came up with the executive session. I'd like to hear that. Secondly, I had a lot that I was going to say. I'm going to temper what I'm I've spoken to more than back in 2012, Saturday, discussed everything, and we both walked away, he was satisfied with what we did. So I don't understand right now, that all of a sudden, this is what we discussed back then is now, so it seems to be, forced for you to slander my name. What I try to do is to help recreation by starting up a 501
because of some sort of allegations against Dan Perez. I'd like to understand what one has to do with the other. The audit report is paid for by the residents of this town. We are owed that audit report, and quite honestly, it should be released. It should have nothing to do with Dan Perez. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Your arrogance is astounding to me, absolutely astounding. And if you want to put information on the website about updates on issues in the town, I think there's several other things you really should be trying to include on there, primarily about yourself and some other things that's going on. So, the other thing I wanted to mention is, a lot of litigation on the agenda. Board of Education, COA, Dan Perez. You were so concerned about legal fees in 2012. That's all that you talked about, and it seems like that's all we have now is litigation from the township. So, quite honestly, and the other thing is, looks like we're spending quite a bit of money. You wouldn't sign one bill for the last 2 years, yet, Dan and I were big spenders. Seems like you have no problem spending the taxpayers' money this year. So, I think you owe the residents some answers. I think you owe us an audit report. You shouldn't be waiting for any kind of thing from the prosecutor's office. You should be releasing the audit report.
Anyone else? Seeing no hands, a motion to close public comment?
Make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.